Okay, guys, I come out to get the measurements for the rear shop that he required. So I had to I wanted to put the frame all the way up into the body just to make sure everything was copacetic, and it was okay. It must have tweaked a little bit and grew as it went, because the holes on that front row of mounts was just a hair off. I mean, just a hair, but I mean, it was enough to make everything not right. So I put that little pump jack in there for right now, just to make everything line back up, because it fit real nice before we did that frame job, and it would have still fit, but it would have been a little messed up. The good news is, I mean, I'm putting a frame stiffening kit in there, and that's where my up there I'll have that bar going across to catch my ladder bars. So we'll straighten it all out. It's okay. Everything's good. But I spent most of the night getting that all straightened out, and I just finished up getting the measurements for the rear. Hopefully I got them right. Like I said yesterday, from this rim face here to this rim face here, we got 52 inches. And then he wanted to the center of the spring, and we got to the center of that spring pin on both sides is 6 7/8. And he also wanted me to get the measurement for the center of the tunnel. Now it's 6 7/8 on this pin as well, just so we're clear. But he wanted me to try to get the center of the tunnel, and I mean, I did the best I could with that one. I mean, I dropped this plumb bob down, and I measured from the rim tip right there to the center of the string, which is 22 3/4, but then you have to add the 3-inch backspace, and I verified from here to here there is a 3-inch backspace, so that came up to 25 3/4. And on this side I did the same thing. Pull it out there. You see, that's it's moving a little bit, but it was 23 1/4 there, 23 1/4, and we have to add the 3-inch backspace for that one as well, so that came up to 26 1/4. So from 23 1/4 to 26 1/4. So hopefully that's right. I'll call up Alan from the 8 and 9 rear shop tomorrow, and if he needs something else, or he wants me to take another look at something, I will. But that's what I got. Okay, hey everybody, I just want to give you a quick update. The rear's not going to be here till like the end of next week, so I'm just doing work to keep busy. And I've been hawing around about making these hinge brackets and how I wanted to do it. I looked online, I saw a bunch of pictures of where people just put any kind of metal from there to there that they could. They also suggest that you could use the old ones. I still have the driver one, but you have to retweak it and bend it. And I didn't want it to look like a hack job. And I was thinking about how I wanted to go about it, and I stumbled upon the brackets that they use on 55, 6 and 7s convertibles. And I'm like, man, them are nice brackets. Yeah, but they're like $150 each, so try to save a couple bucks. We make our own up. We'll make our own up. And this is what I come up with. Take this off. And it's just a little bracket, and I bent the ends and welded all the seams and got it in there, and that made it nice and rigid. And we'll get it welded in. But I mean, it was a little tricky. I mean, you got like 3 bends right in a row. It's like right here, there, and there, and then it's a little funky. And all I got is this little 6-inch vise. I don't have a brake here at the house, but they come out really nice. They come out really well. And when I get done and I post this on our group site, in the comments section, I'll put a picture of the bracket what it's supposed to look like from a convertible, and I mean, it's a little nicer, but I mean, heck, I think we did really well. You can see how it's going to fit real good in there. So I'm doing that. I'll probably weld them up maybe tomorrow night. We'll see. I'm trying to get ready to do this package tray up here, but I'm gonna have to recruit some help for that, because we got to put a channel piece on ourselves. I got everything here. It's just, that's one of them jobs where I'm gonna have to get a hand from one of my buddies. But that's where we're at. Also gonna I made these brackets last year, and I never painted them or anything, but I just got them screwed in. I'm gonna pull them off and get all the rust off, paint them up, and screw them back on. I'm not going to weld them until I change the package tray, because I mean, like I said, this car was quartered, and I want to make sure that both sides are in the exact same spot. They're real close right now, but in any regard, I don't know. Anyway, that's what I got today, and I'll get back to you guys when I got something else. Nothing big to report, guys. I just got everything tacked in. Had some other stuff to do. We got that side tacked in. And the rule of thumb here is I take these clamps off. I always make sure it's still warm, but it's cool to the touch. So we can take them off. Nice. This is going to be one of them methodical jobs. A lot of guys get rammy and they want to keep going. Job like that, you want it to stay cold the whole way through. So we got them tacked in. I took the other brackets off. I'll get them cleaned up. I'll get them painted, and I'll screw them back on maybe tomorrow. I cut my vent back open on my garage roof. I closed it up. It was getting a little too damp in here, so I got did that for the night. So that's it. Take it easy. Buddy, just a real quick update. I got the rear bolted in. It looks really nice in there. There's a small snafu, so I'll have to pull it back down. We got to get a couple things corrected, but man, does it look really nice in there. The brakes just touched the rim, so I got to machine the ends of the brake just a little bit. Hindsight 2020, I probably would have been better served getting a 16-inch rim, or using like a 1979 Granada brake that are a little more rounded from a Ford. But that's all right. These are going to work out fine. I just got to machine the ends a little bit. So, but like I say, we got to get this down, and I got a couple things I got to do, and then put it back in. The ladder bars from John Teinberg are here. I can't show them to you right now. They're in the house. They got a little surface rust from delivery. The transmission bar and shock bar is also here. They're also in the house. I'm just keeping them in there to protect them until I got time to paint them. Been working a lot of overtime. I wanted to get the motor sent out, I think, to a motor shop before I try to start it, just to protect it. Like I said, have him identify everything on it, and I'd rather have a professional go over it and make sure everything's right before we try to start it and ruin something, you know. So we're going to do that. And I picked up a transmission. It's just a core for right now. It's a 4L80E. I'm actually out here right now. I was getting the numbers off of it so I can identify it, so I can get a heavy-duty rebuild kit for it. We're going to switch it over to a reverse manual valve body, so that you have to shift it, even though it's automatic with no clutch. It's going to be really cool. So we got that going for us. And I got it from the same guy we got the engine from. So he was being really cool. He threw in a drive shaft. I'll have to have it cut to size, but carbon fiber with aluminum ends. So, you know, that was really nice of him. So we'll try to use it. If we could use it, great. If we can't, oh well. But nice big drive shaft. Like I say, it's carbon fiber, so it's really nice and light and super strong. What else I got to tell you guys? I think I told you the other day, these are the headers. They're here. That's pretty much all I got. I've been working a lot of overtime, but we got a lot of cool stuff, and some of it's in the house. And within a week or so, I'll show it to you guys. I can't put the ladder bars on for a while. I mean, the car has to be sitting down with the weight on it before I can set them. But we can get them painted up. I can show them to you guys. You guys get an idea of what's what with it. The shock bar is, instead of putting the shocks into the body like it was stock, we're going to weld a bar across there that I ordered, and it'll catch the shocks. So a lot stronger. Like I said, that's one bar going across, and then we're going to have the bar going across just forward to where I got that little bump jack for right now, and that's going to be another bar going across, and that's going to catch the ladder bars. And then up front we'll have the tranny bar going across. So that's 3 more supports going across the frame. That's really going to stiffen things up, and I'll try to think of some cool way to kind of maybe tie them together and make them even stronger. So that's going to look really cool. But that's pretty much all I got right now. Like I said, I've been working a ton. You know, this stuff costs a lot of money, so I got to pay for it. That's what I got, and I'll catch up with you guys next time. Hey, the rear's in finally, all the way in. Tires are finally mounted for the first time. I had to shave a little bit of the end of the caliper to make them fit. But man, they fit nice. That 12 inches is nice inside the wheel well. I was told you can get 13.5 in there, and sure looks like you can. So maybe when we get the slicks, we'll get that little extra tire for when we're at the track. But man, that looks really nice for the for what we're doing on the street. And so the rear's in finally. I got to get longer U-bolts, no big deal. But the perches are only sitting in there to clamp it for now, because we don't know what our angle's going to be till we get the engine and the transmission in. But I've been playing with this all day, and we finally got it right. Big thanks to Alan, 8 and 9 rear, coming out and helped me get it squared away. That's what we got, fellas and ladies. Can't wait and till the next step. See y'all.